you should probably do is lay down and just let the sun cook it off.
Oh, that seems like an excellent idea, but I'm not as dumb as I look.
How could you be?
When it comes to a video about comebacks, there's no way Bill Burr wasn't going to make the list. For some context, Lea DeLaria had recently gone through a divorce and appeared on Conan's show.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
relationships, you were engaged, but
Yes.
then you broke off that engagement recently. Is that true?
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Bill Burr, who was also a guest on the show, delivered some brilliant off-the-cuff insight into what might have caused the split.
I have this mic on, so.
Yeah, that's all right.
Be a gentleman and help me out with my point. Seriously.
Hey, Conan, can you believe that marriage didn't work out?
When movie star and actor Jesse Eisenberg sat down with a clingy reporter asking random offbeat questions, he had the perfect response.
Can I just have you say my name into the camera?
Just the word Romina?
Well, my name, not a word.
And what's gonna happen to it?
We'll skip it.
I'll do the thing.
We'll skip it.
But I just wanted to know like what to give it.
Like if we just broke up.
I probably wouldn't say anything then.
You're trying to find me in a crowded place.
Oh, okay. Romina,
That's it? I would never hear you.
the thing is I actually didn't want to find you. I was actually hoping to stay alone.
Such a jerk.
You might know Stephen Hawking as a brilliant quantum physicist who studied black holes, but turns out he had a sense of humor too.
You've stated that you believe there could be an infinite number of parallel universes. Does that mean that there is a universe out there where I am smarter than you?
Yes, and also a universe where you're funny.
We all love Jay Leno, but let's be honest, his appearance is pretty unique. Comedian and friend Louis C.K. didn't hold back in publicly pointing that out.
I hope I can say this without insulting you.
Yes.
You're the weirdest looking person on the planet Earth.
Thank you. Thank you. That doesn't insult me at all. That's very kind.
I don't mean that as a negative.
No, not at all.
It's just nobody, I can't
It's
describe
just the
you.
fact that I have a full head of hair. That's what's throwing me
Well,
off.
sure.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
However, Louis had the last laugh, wrapping things up with pure comedy gold.
If you weren't famous and you robbed a bank and the dude was describing you to like a police sketch artist, he'd be like, no, seriously, what did he look like? Nobody looks like this.
Everyone loves a good comeback story, right? Seabiscuit, the Mighty Ducks,
Robert Downey Jr., who
Rocky.
else? Yes.
Kim Kardashian?
Kim, well,
In the video, she gets on her back, I think.
Is Kumail Nanjiani's multiple colors? Yes. Every shade of your mom's lipstick.
I'm aware of all your facial widths over the years. 2002, you're a gross. If I look at a show from 2002, it's almost like, it looks like you were digitally manipulated. Like you were a skinny guy playing a fat guy in the movie and they digitally stretched your face. You look great now. I'm just saying in 2002, you were disgusting. Just look at the tape. Just look at the tapes.
You might not know this, but Conan O'Brien studied literature back in his college days. Apparently, Jennifer Garner didn't know either, and she had to learn the hard way.
But there's a time when you snuck into the room to see what the...
I sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan, and you went to Harvard and you should know that.
A few moments later.
I keep a dictionary down here and I just found it. Just want to look at... Oh, what the hell? Look right here. Snuck. Past and past part of sneak.
Another TV show that skyrocketed in popularity during the late 90s and early 2000s was Judge Judy. With most defendants trying to dodge serious consequences, obedience was usually the norm until one particular man took the stand and flipped the script.
With how many different women do you have these 10 children? I'll give you a second, just a second. I don't want you to make a mistake. I'll let you think about it for a second.
About 4 of them, including your daughter.
What are you talking about?
It was just a joke, man.
And England skipper Andrew Strauss arrived in London, proudly showing off the little urn. They'll spend 4 days at home before flying out for the World Cup. And Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much. Weather's next with Jane Riley.
I had to Google the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I didn't know what it was. I hadn't even heard of it.
The only reason that you're saying that is because you know I slept with your mother.
It's not every day you expect actors to have a background in science, so when a reporter assumed The Big Bang Theory's Mayim Bialik wasn't actually knowledgeable in the subject, he was in for an awkward surprise.
So, being on The Big Bang Theory, how many people, not that you aren't a genius, but how many people think that you can solve calculus at the drop of a hat?
I actually was trained in calculus for several years. Yeah, I'm a neuroscientist, so you may not have known that.
Most X Factor contestants take the judges' criticism on the chin and move on, but this guy came armed with comebacks of his own.
I worked too hard. I worked way too friggin' hard for this.
A lot of people work really, really hard for their dreams, but it's not meant for everybody.
That's why you use auto-tune and I don't.
Actually,
Mike Tyson's story is truly one of a kind. From a troubled childhood and criminal past to becoming a more self-aware and kinder version of himself, he's lived through it all. So when a reporter tried to dig up old allegations to tarnish the man he is today, Tyson couldn't stay quiet.
Some of your critics would say, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? It's so interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
No, that was a piece of you. That was a piece of
we're doing live TV.
Hey, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
All right. Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rat piece of like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of
All right.
You really have to.
We're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
The fact that Mike didn't get physical with the reporter speaks volumes about how much he's grown from the man he used to be. Insulting London's assembly is no small move, but if there's anyone bold enough to pull it off and walk away unscathed, it's Boris Johnson.
That means then that we then thank the mayor for his attendance, because the assembly members have decided they have no questions to put to you.
Are you saying they're abdicating their duty to scrutinise me? Are you saying they haven't the guts to put questions to me?
What
Great
is it,
supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies.
Do you go in the water or the ocean a lot? Or you? Because some people hate the ocean.
No, I like the ocean. I do. I like the ocean very much.
Yeah, that's great. Do you float a lot in the ocean?
Sure. What do you sink? Might be that cast iron heart.
The weakest link shot to fame largely thanks to Anne Robinson's razor-sharp wit and brutally clever insults.
Think that bra fits you?
I'm not actually wearing a bra.
That's what I thought.
However, every villain meets their match, and for Anne Robinson, that moment came at the hands of a man named Howard.
Why Doris?
Doris, when she missed the question, she took up a larger amount of time than necessary.
Okay, you're always very quick, are you, Howard?
In some things, yes. In other things, I like to take my time, if you know what I mean.
I've absolutely no idea what you mean. What do you mean?
Somehow, I don't doubt that.
If you enjoyed the video, a simple like and subscribe goes a long way in supporting my YouTube journey. See you in the next one.